dear children, welcome to the online science class. So, my dear children, how are you all? I hope you are fine and you are safe. I am very happy to inform you that we are gonna to complete our semester 2 book, right? So, this is our last lesson. Today, we are entering into a new chapter. We will finish it in today's class. After that, we are gonna to revise the chapters and we are gonna to finish our worksheets. Okay, so within the today we will finish all the portions. So from next class onwards we are gonna to revise all the lessons. We are gonna to read line by line and we are gonna to mark the important sentence and you should finish the worksheets also. Okay, so I didn't send the notes on Wednesday, right? So don't worry about that. I will send the notes of chapter 6. Okay, so the notes of chapter 5 is enough and I will send the notes of chapter 6. Okay, little bit is enough, and for chapter 7 also little bit is enough. So within 2 days you can complete your notes also. So we will enter into the today's class. So today we are gonna to learn a new chapter. Guess what's the topic of the chapter? Any guess? No. Okay, so take your textbook. So chapter 7, natural disaster and calamities. What do you mean by natural disasters? Yeah, so many: thunder, earthquake, then tsunami. So we are gonna to learn detailedly about that, but it's somewhat interesting topics. Okay, so take your textbook, take a pencil along with you. I'm very happy that in the previous Zoom interaction class, 4 students have attended. I'm very happy that because they have cooperated with me. I have read the chapter 3 and have make them to mark. Okay, so I'm very happy because you are enjoying the class and I can feel it and I'm very satisfied with my teaching. Or if you have any doubt, please attend the Zoom interaction class. Not doubt, please attend the Zoom interaction class. In the Zoom interaction class only we can discuss. Okay, we can discuss the subject matter briefly. Okay, so please attend. So let's move to the class. Okay, so first, natural disaster. So natural disaster is a sudden or violent event in nature. Okay, we can't know, we didn't know what is gonna happen on tomorrow. Okay, we don't know what is gonna happen. Okay, so a sudden event in nature is called the natural disaster, and a sudden and a violent, if a suddenly a tsunami comes, it's a soft or violent, it's a violent, right? So which cause lot of damages to our life and our environment. Earthquake, tsunami, cyclone, flood, drought, volcanic eruption. So these are some natural disasters. Okay, these are some natural disasters. So we are living in a modern world, right? So modern science have so many techniques to find the natural disaster. For example, they are calculating, right? They are calculating the amount of earthquake and now it's gonna to rain heavily. Now a storm will start to grow up, right? They are saying they can predict. Okay, so however we cannot prevent one, we cannot prevent from that one. We can predict it but we cannot prevent it. Okay, so we should be aware of our precaution. Okay, precaution and immediate step, how we can take an immediate step to recover from this. Okay, so so far the natural disaster is a natural disaster. We can't do anything to stop that disaster. Okay, we can't do anything. If there is a volcanic eruption, it will erupt and a lava will come up. It will take 2 or 3 days to calm down, right? So it's a natural disaster, we can't do anything with that. If it is a tsunami, suddenly the ocean water rises and comes up and it flows up and after that it will go again to the sea. We can't do anything, right? So natural disaster is a natural disaster. Only we people have to take some precautions, or we should think what are the precautions we can take after the disaster. Okay, then first one is earthquake. Have you heard about earthquake? So what happened when earthquake comes? Yeah, you will feel the shake in the earth surface, right? So earthquake is a sudden and violent shaking of earth surface, not a smooth shaking, it's a sudden and violent shaking. Okay, if you are in a building, if the building shake, what will you feel? We will feel fear. Oh god, my building is gonna to fall down, right? So we will feel some fear in our mind, right? So earthquake is a violent one. Okay, sometimes it will be little bit the rate of earthquake is little bit small. At that time we don't need to worry about that, but it is heavier. The damage will be also heavier. Okay, so earthquake happens, how it is happening means when two large pieces of the earth crust, so there are so many earth crust, right? So when two large pieces of earth crust, such a known as tectonic plates, so that earth crust is known as tectonic plates. Okay, they suddenly slip along a crack. Okay, it suddenly slip and form a crack. Okay, so it form a crack on the crust. Okay, suddenly slip means the earth crust is one above the one, right? It suddenly slip and it form a crack. Okay, so this releases so many lot of energy. Okay, build up under the earth surface. So this released energy spread a crack or a shock around all the direction. Okay, it causes the shake. Okay, so two earth crust, earth surfaces, two earth crust is when this two earth crust slips and it fell. Okay, it slipped and it causes a crack. Okay, due to this crack large amount of energy releases. This energy causes shake in the earth surface. Okay, that is earthquake. See, this is the effect of earthquake. Mm, in Japan, China, so many places. In Japan, it's almost every month they have an earthquake. Okay, so only they are building their houses with wood. Do you know about that? In Japan, they build their houses using wood. Okay, wood. Sometimes they made it with a thermocol. Okay, why means in Japan, most of the time they are affected by this natural disaster, earthquake. Okay, so only they are building the houses with wood. Why means if the earthquake attack us, okay, if the earthquake happens, if it is a cement building means it will fell down. Okay, it will broke down. If it is a wood building, it's just it shake, it fell down means no problem, we can rebuild it. Okay, so only in Japan, most of the places they have built tree houses. Okay, so the next one, measuring an earthquake. So how we are measuring? Okay, so the magnitude of earthquake is measured by Richter scale. Okay, have you heard about Richter scale? It is measured by a Richter scale. So using an instrument called seismometer. Okay, the magnitude of an earthquake is measured in Richter scale using an instrument seismometer. Okay, so the Richter has 10 levels. Okay, it has 10 level. Level 1 indicate very minor earthquake, whereas the minor earthquake means no damages, a very minor, little bit. Whereas level 7 indicate major earthquake, 7 and above. Okay, level 1 indicates very minor earthquake, whereas level 7 and above indicate heavy earthquake, major earthquake. Okay, so major earthquake usually cause heavy damage to life and property. Building collapse and people get trapped under the rubble. Okay, so building collapse means the huge building will break down and it collapse and the people get trapped under this buildings. Rubble means the broke stones. If the building fell down means it will be like a dungeon, right? So inside the dungeon they will be trapped. Okay, so in India there have been severe earthquake in recent past year. So some of them are given below. See, October 8, 2005 in Kashmir it is measured 7.6. In January 26, 2001 in Gujarat 7.7. And in September 30, 1993 in Maharashtra 6.4. Okay, so in India so far up to this much have measured. Okay, then on April 25, 2015 a major earthquake attack on neighboring country Nepal. Okay, a neighboring country Nepal. So this is a heavy earthquake. Okay, this is heavy earthquake and the measuring scale measured 7.8 Richter. Okay, it causes heavy damage to the life and property. So many people lost their families, so many people lost their houses. Okay, they are homeless. Okay, then the following safety measures. Okay, so we can follow some safety measures while during earthquake. Okay, lay down on the earth. We can lay down on the earth. Then take cover under strong tables or cot. Okay, take a cover under. Okay, take cover under strong tables or cot. We can go under the tables or cot. If you are outdoor, if you are at outdoor, stay away from tall building. You should stay away from tall building, electric post and wall. And you can use flashlight. Okay, you can use flashlight instead of using open flame. That fire flame, it may create spark in the fire. It will also cause some fire accident. If there is a gas leakage, it will also cause fire accident. So you can use flashlight for. Then if there is an earthquake, if you are living in the high-rise building, run away from the building. Okay, you should run outside and do not use elevators. If you are using elevator, means due to this earthquake, the elevator will not be working. Okay, so you should run off the building through the stairs. Okay, do you understand? So you should lay down on the ground. You can take cover under the strong table if you are outdoor. So please be away from the tall building and use flashlight instead of using open flame. And you should run outside the house if you have time. If you okay, then next one is tsunami. Okay, so tsunami attacked us, right? When? 2004, right? Yeah, okay. So tsunami is pronouncing, the T is silent, right? It is pronounced as tsunami. In a Japanese word means harbor way. Okay, Japanese word meaning harbor way. Okay, so tsunami is extremely destructive, right? Because it happens due to the high wave of water generated by the sudden disturbances under. Why tsunami happening means, inside the sea there will be some volcanoes are there. If there is a volcano eruption, tsunami will come. Okay, or if there is earthquake inside the sea, inside the ocean, tsunami will come. Okay, so meteorites hitting the earth and man-made underwater nuclear explosion also cause meteorites that it's in the galaxy. Okay, if the galaxy hit the earth and the man-made underwater. Okay, man-made underwater, if there is any weapon, if they test any weapon, they will use to test in the sea underwater. Okay, if there is the explosion, it will also cause tsunami. Okay, meteorites and man-made underwater nuclear explosion. Okay, so it is due to earthquake or volcanic eruption. Okay, then a powerful earthquake, we all know that it off coast of Sumatra. It happens in Indonesia on 26 December 2004, right? So it causes tsunami on the Indian Ocean coastline, right? In our place, right? So the violent movement of the earth tectonic plate displayed enormous amount of water. So how it is happening mean, in the earth, during earthquake, this earth crust has moved and it can make a crack, right? Due to this, the heavy water, okay, heavy water waves will come up. Okay, in every direction it will come. So some of the countries are affected during this tsunami, right? On 2004, India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Maldives, Myanmar, Somalia and Thailand. Okay, so more than 2 million people have died. Okay, so the coastline, mostly the coastline people are mostly destroyed by this natural disaster. Okay, then on March 11 2011, okay, an earthquake measuring 9.0, okay, heavy, up to 10 scale is there. We have read about 7.6, 7.8, 9.0 hectare. Just think how it is very dangerous, right? So 9.0 Richter scale on Honshu coast of Japan. Okay, I have said Japan was mostly affected due to this earthquake. Okay, so 9.0. Okay, so it triggered a series of tsunami which reached highest up to 40 meters. Okay, due to this earthquake, tsunami also came. Okay, up to the tsunami wave will rise up to 40 meters. Okay, it was the most powerful earthquake. See, it's the most powerful earthquake and tsunami recorded in Japan. Okay, more than 15,000 people were dead. Okay, more than 15,000 people at the time of 2011. I have seen that video. Okay, the water is rising up and rising up. People, they go to the tall buildings and they go and sit in the top of their homes. Some of them climb up on the tree, some of them climb up on the mountain. But the water wash out all of them. Okay, cars are floating in the water. So many dog, cat, and everything is floating in the water. So many people are trying to save their own life. Okay, they can't. Okay, it's a terrific one of the terrific tsunami that attacked the Japan. Okay, and it's one of the heavy earthquake that attacks the Japan. Okay, so see, we are one side, we are creating the problem, we are creating the pollution, we are destroying the environment. On the other hand, nature destroying the people, right? We are destroying them, it destroys us. Okay, so we need to check that, we need to analyze that, we need to keep our environment clean, we need to aware of our environment. Okay, yeah, although it's a natural disaster, we need to take some precaution. Okay, we need to worry about our own environment. Okay, then next one is cyclone. Do you know about cyclone? What is cyclone? It's a large storm, right? So cyclone is a large spinning tropical storm that rotate around a low pressure. It rotate. Have you ever seen about cyclone? What is the Tamil word of cyclone? Do you know that? No. Okay. Check your dictionary. Okay, what's the Tamil word of cyclone and anticyclone? Okay, so cyclone, one of the cyclone will affected before 2 years ago. What's the name of the cyclone? Ogi. Do you know about that? Ogi cyclone? Yeah. So it's a large typical storm. Okay, large typical storm that rotate around a low pressure center. They will announce that, right? A low pressure is formed in the sea. So now it will go and reach this position, right? So it's a low pressure center. So cyclone are caused, how it is caused mean when there is a low pressure in the sea, over the sea, and strong wind. If there is a low pressure in the sea, large amount of wind start to blow. Okay, so mostly the wind blows at a speed of 120 kilometer per hour. Okay, it travel at a speed of 120 kilometer per hour. In southern hemisphere, the tropical storm rotate in clockwise direction. Okay, in the northern hemisphere it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so in the southern hemisphere it rotates in the clockwise direction, the wind will rotate in the clockwise direction, and in the northern hemisphere the storm will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so what are the main effect of cyclone? Means strong wind, heavy rain and flood. Okay, strong wind along with strong rain causes flood. Okay, so cyclone will affect the trees, right? It will make the tree to fell down and it will disrupt the road, it will disrupt the rail air service, destroy the crops in the agriculture, will totally it affect the human life, right? So cyclones are common in the coastal areas, right? West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry. Okay, it is very common and it in our coastal area. In 1999, Odisha cyclone is the strongest storm to hit the Indian coast. Okay, it's one of the strongest storm. Okay, in October 2014, cyclone Hudud caused extensive damage to the city of Visakhapatnam. Okay, 2014, Hudud causes the extensive damage. Okay, it causes a heavy damage in Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Weather forecast can tell us in advance about the weather forecast can tell advancedly report us about the cyclone. Coastal areas can be evacuated and the fishermen can be warned not to go to sea, right? So we are warned for cyclone. Okay, because the weather forecasters say the cyclone is gonna to attack us, so please be take. On the other hand, the coastal area people are asked to go in the safest place, stay in the safest place. On the other hand, they will ask the fishermen not to go into the sea. Okay, then cyclones are also known as hurricanes. Okay, in USA and Caribbean Sea it is called as hurricanes. Okay, hurricanes, and it is called by typhoons in Pacific Ocean near China and Japan. Okay, so it is called as hurricanes in USA and Caribbean Sea, typhoons in Pacific Ocean near China and Japan. Okay, and willy willies in Australia. In Australia it is called as willy willies. Okay, do you understand up to this much? Okay, the next one is floods. Okay, so flood means the water, large amount of water will flows, right, from the usual boundaries and submerge down dry land, right. If a large amount of water flow from the usual boundary, if there is a river channel is there, the water will flow. If it come out of that usual boundary, that is called flood. Okay, so that is called flood. Okay, flood occurs due to heavy rains. Okay, heavy rains, river flowing, dam collapsed. Okay, if there is a heavy rain, flood will come. If there is a overflowing in the dams, it will come. River, if there is a overflowing in the river, it will affect. If the dam collapsed, okay, or there is a tsunami or melting snow, floods will occur. Okay, then flood water moves rapidly, right. So in the flood, the water will move very rapidly. It is so powerful, right. We can't stand on the flood water. It carries away the car, bike, houses, trees and people on its way. It Although it is carrying car, houses, trees and people, how can we stand there? We can't able to stand there, right. It wash out from there, right. Water naturally flows from higher area to lower area, we all know that. So this means that lower lying area may flood quickly, right. The water will flow from the higher area to the lower area, but we all know that. So this says that the lower area will be affected by flood, right. So the people who are living in the low areas must be evacuated to safer places before floods, right. So in 2013, heavy rain in Uttarakhand flooded the Kedarnath valley. Yeah, I have seen that. Okay, I have seen that Kedarnath valley is filled with water. Okay, 80,000 people were stranded. Okay, so 80 standard mean they have to left the place where they are living, and they don't know how we can leave. Okay, there's no way for leaving. Okay, do you understand? Okay, then drought. Okay, we have learned about the flood. Next one is drought. Okay, drought means drought occurs in region where the shortage of rain and long period of rain time. Okay, so nowadays it is happening in our area also, but now the season has changed and the rainy seasons are coming often, right. So drought occurs in region where there is no rain. Okay, shortage of rain. Okay, so many places are affected by drought, right. In that area, the people will struggle to live a life. Okay, they don't get water for drinking, even though they didn't get a cup of water for drinking. If they want a cup of water, they need to walk a 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 10 kilometer, even a 15 kilometer distance. They need to walk to get a cup of water. Okay, so drought can occur in any climatic zone. Okay, so drought mostly occurs in the semi-arid and arid areas. Semi-arid means dry areas. Okay, arid areas and arid areas. Okay, having little dry area means there is no rain or little rain will be there. Okay, so drought will affect all living organisms, plants, animals and people. There's a heavy shortage of water. Then the land become dry and parched. Okay, the land become dry and parched means very dry. Okay, it will be very dry and become, well, parched means weather is very hot. Okay, so crops will dead and there is no income and there is a shortage of food. Okay, do you understand up to this much? Okay, then next one is volcanic eruption. Okay, so volcanic eruption, you know that the volcano will erupt and some kind of thing will come out, right. So within the earth crust there's a molten rock called magma. Okay, so inside the earth crust there's a molten means it's in the form of liquid. Okay, molten rock called magma, it is called as magma. When the volcano erupt, okay, in the earth crust, which allow the hot magma. Okay, when the volcano erupt, the hot magma, ash, gases escape from the surface. Okay, so this magma come out through the volcano and it is called lava. Okay, so the magma means it is a molten rock inside the earth crust. When the volcano erupts, this magma comes out as lava and it is called as lava. Okay, so this lava is extremely hot. Okay, temperature ranging from 700 degrees Celsius to 1200 degrees Celsius. Think that We are boiling water up to 100 degrees Celsius. Although it is 100 degrees Celsius, we can't able to touch that water. Just think. The temperature of the lava is 700 degrees Celsius. Can we able to stand in front of that? Can we able to touch that? We will burn, right? So lava is extremely hot. Some negative effect of volcano. Okay, first, eruption occurring close to human settlement, right? If the volcano is near the place where people are living, may destroy their life and property, right? So people most get evacuated, right? So evacuated means people has move need to move from the one place to the danger place to safer place, right? So then after the volcano eruption, the lava will deposit, right? Ash is discharged into the stratosphere. Okay, ash will discharge in the stratosphere during volcanic eruption, which may disturb the ozone layer. Ash will fly in the air, right? Then ash and mud can mix with rainwater. Okay, when it is raining, ash and mud mix with rainwater and melting snow, forming lahars. Okay, what do you mean by lahar? Lahar are mud flows flowing at a very fast pace. So these form the ash and mud together form the lahars. Okay, with water, melting snow. So these lahars are mud flows. Okay, which flows in a fast pace. Okay, which flows at a very fast pace. Okay, then positive effect mean the place close to volcanic activities have higher potential of geothermal energy. Okay, so from volcanic the place where there is a volcanic activities there, where we from there we can get geothermal energy. Okay, so the ash which is thrown after the volcano contain large amount of minerals, hence it make the land fertile for agriculture. After the volcano eruption, we can make that ash make that land to used for agriculture purposes. Okay, then only active volcano. Okay, only active volcano in India is situated in barren island in Andaman. In India, only one active volcano is there. It is located in the barren island in the Andaman. Okay, the next one is role of the government. So how the government has played critical role in the time of disaster. Okay, first, meteorological department give regular forecast, because meteorological department are giving weather forecast, right? So they are giving regular forecast and warning of any natural disaster. First, second, the government of India's disaster management committee periodically issues notice to newspaper, right? So it will issue notice in the newspaper to educate the people to what to do in the event of natural disaster. Then government set up relief camp, right? So and it will make up some relief camp, and it will reach the victim and provide them with food, water, shelter and clothing. Okay, then the government deploys military force. Okay, deploys mean to move soldiers to a particular portion where they are ready for the military action, and they force quickly rescue the people from the affected area, right? They will allow some people, they will allow the military people to enter in the city and make them to rescue the people. Then many non-governmental NGOs are there, right? So they will help the victims from such disaster. Then government identify district affected by drought and make arrangement for food and water to be distributed by the people. So government will check whether the peoples are affected, and they will give some relief. They will take some measures to rectify that problem. Okay, if there is any natural disaster happens, mean military officers will make the military candidates to get into the city and rescue the people. Okay, so government has taken some measures to prevent from this natural disaster. Okay, so we have completed our 7th chapter. Hooray, we have completed. Okay, so semester 2 book we have completed. First we will recall this chapter. Okay, first we will recall. Okay, natural disaster and calamity. First we have learned about sudden and violent event in nature, right? So disaster first. Then earthquakes, violent shaking of earth surface measured in Richter scale, right? Then tsunami, how high waves of water. Then cyclone, large spinning tropical storm. Floods, water overflows and submerges the land. Then drought, caused by shortage of rain for a long time. Volcanic eruption, hot lava, ash and gases. Okay, so we have completed our 7 chapters and we have completed our semester 2 book. So from next class onwards, we are gonna to revise and we are gonna to mark it. Okay, so we will meet in our next class. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.